think I'm live. I think I'm live. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go. Hello, Boss Babes Need Love 2 community. Brittany Rose Green here, your curator of this space, relationship healer and coach. And I just wanted to give you like a little bit of this, um, I don't know, just this share this morning. So I guess it's still this morning. Yeah, it's 11:57 here on the East Coast. And I just got off a call with one of my clients who is like in the budding throes of a new amazing relationship. And it makes me so excited. And obviously, when you enter into a new partnership, there's some fears that come up, but all so good. And so, one of the themes that we were talking about is this idea of how there are like five key ingredients to any healthy relationship, and that is honesty, communication, trust, respect, and then the very last thing, which is like the most important piece, and I cannot stress this enough, the most important piece is self-worth and how you actually view yourself and how you believe yourself is worthy in any partnership or in any relationship you've ever experienced or any relationship that you will call into your life. Because at the end of the day, who is the same thing? What is the common denominator in every relationship that you've ever had? And that is you. And when you really start to discern that, like, or understand that you are the very thing that is in every relationship, then you start to accumulate your power. You start to realize, like, I actually have more responsibility for this. I actually have more power for this. I actually have the choices that I need to make. I actually have like more of the ability to hold space for myself and set boundaries because I am the common denominator in every relationship that I hold. So I want to share this with you because if you are in a relationship right now or you are seeking out partnership, the most important thing that you could ever do for your relationship, whether you're in one and in the future when you're calling in, is build up your sense of self, to build up your self-worth. It is essential because if you don't, then the insecurities lead to you projecting onto someone. And a lot of times, also, our insecurities, when we don't hold a lot of self worth or value for ourselves, that means that we will attract low worth partners as well. We will attract what we believe that we are in the opposite form, and our partners will validate everything that we believe about ourselves. So if we believe that people don't want to love us and people don't want to be around us, then we will attract a partner who will abandon us. We will attract a partner who doesn't choose us or put us first or make us a priority. And so, this lesson I wanted to give you today, just because I got off this call and I was just feeling so on fire for my client who I've witnessed the growth. And now, finally, in this beautiful relationship, they're navigating the idea of what it means to be in partnership and some of the key ingredients that it takes to stay in a healthy relationship. And it's self worth, you guys, self worth, self worth, self worth. I cannot stress this enough. And so, for you out there, whenever you have a chance to see this or whatever, like, what are some things that you know that you have witnessed in your relationship that maybe have been self or low worth behaviors? When I was in my low worth, even in the beginning stages of my relationship with Eric, I would be insecure. I would like, maybe there were times where I would accuse him of things that he wasn't doing, not necessarily cheating on me, but just like avoiding me or whatever. And maybe parts of him were. Because I have to also acknowledge that when I was in my low worth, I attracted him, and he probably was in his low worth at that time too. Like, we've been able to grow together because we both desire to be in a different place or a different plane of our relationship. But without that desire, the relationship will fizzle out. There will be nothing that's holding you to the other person. I hope this is making sense. Whenever you watch this, whenever you see this, make sure you comment below if you're understanding and hearing and resonating with what I'm trying to share with you today. Because self-worth is absolutely the most essential piece or component to any relationship. And it's so beautiful because you can start today, right? Self-worth belongs to you. One of the conversations I was having with my client was this idea that they continue to externalize their self-worth onto their partner, suggesting that, well, whenever my partner says this, it makes me feel more worthy. And I'm like, well, that's great, but you have to realize and recognize that your partner is actually just reflecting back to you what you already know is true about yourself. So, if you do not believe that you are worthy, if you do not believe that you are deserving, then your perspective will see that your partner is also feeling that same way about you. Okay? If you don't feel worthy or deserving, you will perceive that your partner, either whether it's based in reality or truth, right? You will perceive that your partner does not value you, does not think that you're worthy. And you will also attract a partner that also really doesn't, you know? So, and then whenever you're in higher self-worth, you will perceive that there is value there, that your partner does see you for who you are, that your partner can show up and hold space for you, that they value, that that you know that you deserve them. And you will also attract partners who do the same thing for you. This lesson is probably the greatest lesson I've ever learned. And it's like the reason why this community exists, because the way that I do relationships and love is not necessarily fully about the partnership as in itself. It's about the way that you show up in partnership. It's about the way that you hold space for yourself and the other person. It's about what you present and about what you allow, whether or not it's the healthy communication that you've learned, or the boundaries that you've set, or the way that you like hold your own confidence and like take up space in your relationship. That's another conversation I had with Andy, who is my intern. And you've seen her pop in here before. And, one thing that's been so lovely is also seeing her journey as well. And she's like, I'm holding space for myself. I'm taking up space in relationship. I'm not like cowering or playing small anymore. I'm not allowing myself to conform to what I think other people need or want from me. I'm showing up. I'm taking up space. I'm going to be big and bold. And if you don't like it, then... And I'm like, yes, queen, yes. That's everything that I want for all of you. When I was attracted to toxic relationships, it was because I myself did not believe that I deserved anything better. I was not allowing myself to take up space. So I attracted partners who made me small, who wanted me to stay small. I attracted partners who validated everything that I believed about my own self-worth. So the more that I started to discover my self-worth, the more that I started to discover my own personal value, was the day that I started to see relationships reflecting that back to me. The stronger I get in my own-ness, right? The more beautiful that I hold space for Brittany Rose Green, the more that I witness just how deeply loved I am. The more I love myself, the more I witness how deeply loved I am. How deeply loved I am. By God, by my husband, by my family, by my friends. The more that I love myself, the more worthiness that I hold for myself, the more capacity that I hold for myself, the more that I'm able to give to others, the more that I'm able to show up for you, to show up for them, the more that I'm able to just like really bask and like share and give and receive love, you guys. This is the ingredient. And I could not not share this with you today. So I really hope that whenever you have an opportunity, that you come and you watch this video in its entirety, and you resonate and you think like, where have I allowed myself to sit in low worth behaviors in relationship? Where have I not taken up space in relationship? Where have I settled for something that I knew that was not really serving me, or that was not really what I wanted? Where have I played it small? I have a 5-day mini retreat. It's a little solo relationship healing retreat that is designed for you to grasp onto these core concepts. These concepts that it has always, always, always been about you and your worthiness and your like acknowledgement of your worthiness. And in this 5 days, you are going to allow yourself to see where your shame has maybe tried to take over, or the way that your shame has maybe tried to morph itself inside of your body, the way that you have been allowing yourself to keep it small and play it small, while also learning tools to help you move out of that, to help you actually get to the next stage, the next level. This is just a taste of what is in store for you. That is why I made it $49, super cheap. And I'm giving you a bonus little bonus a little bonus guided meditation, a little audio meditation and affirmation. So that way you have an opportunity to like take this with you. Our subconscious needs to know that it's possible. The reason why we attract certain relationships is because we do not know that it is possible for us. So I want you to start priming your subconscious. I want you to use me as a role model, either my relationship or just everything you've seen me kind of grow into since you've been in this community. I want you to find people in your life who are role models for the love that you desire. And I want you to take these tools that I'm offering and see just how much expansiveness, how much abundance, how much opportunity for love you may have been missing because you've been perceiving this from all the wrong angles. It has never been about them. It has always, always, always been about you. And that is why I created this beautiful little like mini course just to get you started, get you like on fire for all of this stuff that like you guys, I can't even explain. And I really hope that the way that I'm sharing this with you is translating because it is the deepest resonance in my heart. And I just want to share this with as many people as possible. And if you're already a part of this community, this is a space, this is for you. I literally created this for you. Literally created this for you, you know? So I love you. God bless. Universe bless. All of the blessings that whatever. And watch this in its entire watch this particular replay in its entirety. There's so much here for you. And I'm just honored to know you, and I hope that you have an opportunity, like just leave me a comment when you watch this video in its entirety, like what you think about your own self-worth, what you think has been holding you back from actually playing big and really showing up and taking up space, because again, it's always been about you. I love you.